Now, while Wizkid is busy setting the international music space alight, Nigerian-American comedian and actress Yvonne Orji, who just came off hosting the Emmy Awards, is advocating for more Nigerian and African content within the global showbiz space. Now, while speaking to our correspondent Mayowa Adegoke in the United Arab Emirates, Orji says the time for Afrocentric content is now. Yeah.
Okay, get it together, girl.
Hollywood actress and comedy star Yvonne Orji, who hosted the recently concluded Emmy Awards, has high hopes Nigeria's film industry, Nollywood, would soon be recognized at the global event. Founded 72 years ago in 1949,
and the International Emmy.
The Emmy Awards is one of the 4 major entertainment awards in the United States. The International Emmy Awards, which Yvonne hosted this year, rewards the best television programs initially produced and aired outside the country.
Accepting for the program are Gregory Monroe, director, and Martin Laurent, producer.
It was great. I felt like it was preparation for the big one. But it was wonderful. Got to be there with a lot of people who are creating content overseas in multiple countries. And my whole thing is Nigeria shall be represented next year. So we got to get it together, all right? So whatever we need to do to be, to submit, to be accepted into international Emmys, I'm like, listen, I'll come back again and host if Nigeria's there.
Wait, do I hear white people music? Bitch, you took me on a Beverly Hills shopping spree? We are not dating. Okay, just take off the blindfold. Okay. Why? You took me to a line. Is it food at the end of this line, or is it just like a line?
Orji never stays away from her Nigerian roots and often makes references to them in her works, including her 2020 HBO comedy special, Mama, I Made It. Her next special will highlight African talents, as there is a demand for African content and the global mainstream movie industry is playing catch-up.
A lot of what I do, especially using my platform, is like I want to just big up and put up the next generation of African creatives. You know, for me, it was a hard uphill battle. You know, your parents like, I don't know what you're doing with your life. So now that they know what I'm doing with my life and other Africans know, it's like those very, very talented young people who are coming from all over the diaspora. I want to give them an opportunity to shine the same way Issa gave me an opportunity to shine. It's not our fault that they just trying to find out about us. We've been here, you know. When people saw what Black Panther did, it's just like, wow, people really want content from the diaspora. Yes. It's not a shock, you know. Nollywood and Bollywood. I mean, like, those are 2 huge industries that rival Hollywood. So, you know, I think that the more talent comes out, and the more authors, more performers, more singers. I mean, look at Afrobeat to the world. Like, we've been had great musicians. Now everyone's just catching up. So I love it. And yes, as long as we are benefactors of the business that come into Africa, because what I'm not going to have is people coming in and taking what we've had and milking us for it, because for whatever reason, either we didn't appreciate it or we tricked it off. That's not going to happen on my watch, baby.
Why? You took me to a line. Is it food at the end of this line, or is it just like a line?
With so much love for her roots, will the insecure star feature in a Nollywood production in the near future?
There's a plethora of opportunity, right? I think there are some amazing talent in Nigeria who are born, raised, they never left, they're there. And I'm like, they deserve to be the ones to like make Nollywood what it is. I am of the mindset that, like, you know, where I shine is because I straddle the fence between being both Nigerian and being American. And so I'm like, I want to tell those stories from that point of view as well. So, you know, I stay inside of my lane. You know, I do what I do and I do it best. So I'm going to let the people who handle that and do that well, do that best.
We're doing the drone. We're doing the drone. Exactly.
Aside from her talent, Yvonne is also known for her faith, which she documents in her book, Bamboozled by Jesus. I ask her how she manages to balance faith in one of the most secular industries in the world.
Well, one, I didn't know that I couldn't have the balance. You know, I think sometimes when people, I'm just walking authentically in like who I am, the same way that I am fully Nigerian and fully, you know, American, and I'm like, not that I know they carry lives, but also, hey, how you guys doing? It's the same way that I'm like, I love God, and I'm also mainstream. So I think it's just the authenticity. There's no pretentiousness. I'm not out here proselytizing and trying to convert everybody, because really the thing that converts people is your love, when they can see your faith in action, not just when they hear about it. So I think for me, I'm just being the most authentic version of myself, which happens to include the fact that I love Jesus.
Yvonne Orji was born in Port Harcourt to Nigerian parents and raised in America.
I can't imagine my life without you. You're my best friend. You're my body goals.